to cook, and then I'll come back and tell you a little bit more about it. So I'm going to go ahead and light this pan up. I'm going to immediately add about 5 tablespoons of oil. And to that, I'm going to add 1/2 a cinnamon stick and also a little bit of these cardamom pods, which I've bruised a bit, just to let the seeds flavor the oil some. I've got this on high heat because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding onions, and lots of them. We're going to cook these down, and it's going to be really, really good. I mean, I just absolutely love this recipe. It's different to what I did in my red book, and it's one that you can use for samosas. You can use it for lots of different things. You can put it over rice. You can use it with your naans. Tonight I'm going to be making something called Keema pav. I'll show you all about that in a second. So let's add this onion. And what I have here in the pan is 500 grams of onions, so 2 large onions. The same amount of onions as I have meat. So that's 500 grams of meat. And I got 500 grams of onions. I've got this on a high heat, like I said. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt to help the onions cook and to release the moisture in them, to make them cook faster. And I'm just going to leave that there to fry for a bit. And then I'm going to go back over and I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare the meat. So am I on the front camera now? Great, okay. So what I have here is I've got 500 grams of minced lamb. This is where this recipe is a little bit different to what you've probably tried before. It's a very authentic recipe that I learned in Mumbai when I was over there. And we're going to add about 500 milliliters, so 2 American cups of water to this. Just like that. So if you go back over to the pan, I'll show you what I've got here. I'm just going to squeeze this and incorporate the water into the meat. Just like that. And by doing this, the reason I'm doing this is, you know, when you make a spaghetti bolognese or you make a Keema, and the meat clumps up, you get little clumps of meat. This makes it a really smooth Keema. You're breaking down all the lumps before you even add the meat to the pan. And then that liquid that's in there also becomes part of the sauce. So we're just moving that around. It should be about the same consistency as a thick porridge, really. There we are. Just like that. I'm just going to put that aside right now. So let's put that aside over here. Give my onions a stir. I'm just going to put a smooth, really nice, light, little thin layer so they cook really quickly, hopefully cook really quickly. Because I need those onions to cook till they're like a light golden brown. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that tonight, because if I wait for those to be the golden brown that I want them to be, and also want to cook this meat, we'll be here for hours. So I'm going to probably have to speed things up, but I want to give you the idea and how it works. And I've got a few other things planned tonight, so that maybe we can watch the whole thing progress as it's supposed to. That's what I'm hoping anyway. So what's going into this? Well, I've got about 2 tablespoons of garlic and ginger paste. So only 2 spices that go in, and that is about a tablespoon of garam masala and a half teaspoon of turmeric. And Caroline, if you can get the kasuri methi over there, I forgot to bring that up.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I've got about a 1/4 cup, so about 70 grams of frozen peas, and they're all still pretty cold. Is that it? Oh, I didn't forget it. It's right there. So I got some frozen peas there, and I got some castor methi, which we're going to be putting on right at the end. That's dried fenugreek leaves. And on top of that, let me just stir this while we're talking. On top of that, I've got this little mixture right here. And all that is 4 green chilies, so just like bird's eye chilies. I've got some nice long ones there. Look like that one. So about 4 of those in there. And a nice big handful of coriander, that's cilantro if you're watching from America. And I just blended it. So we're going to be adding that after we add the meat and cook the meat down a little bit. And we'll just be, it just all goes together so nicely. So you can see there isn't very much to this. Now the way I experienced this dish the first time, it was actually a breakfast. I was traveling through Mumbai, and I know someone over there, and she showed me around to all the different sites and everything. And we went to a Iranian cafe because they're quite big over there. And this is the Parsis. The Parsis that came down from Iran. They were escaping whatever they were escaping, and went down to Mumbai and that area, that whole area, set up a community, very important part of the community now, and came up with, they have these beautiful cafes. And this is one that, like I said, we went in there and I tried so many different dishes. It was breakfast time, it was probably about 10:30 or so. And this Keema pav is what they call it, was one of the things we tried. Something good there. And I liked it so much I had to get the recipe, and luckily she was able to help me out with that. But Keema pav, or in my book it's Keema pav, because depending on who you're speaking to, sometimes it's P-A-U, sometimes it's P-A-V. But a pav is just a bun, so we got a hamburger bun here too. And I'll be frying that up in a second. But let's just go back over to the onions now and see how they're doing. So as you can see, these are getting to be a nice light brown. I actually prefer to cook them into a darker brown. So if you're cooking this with me, you should go ahead and do that, because everything else that comes after this is all quite simple. But I'm going to go ahead and add the meat now, just because I want to, that's a nice color anyway. What we're trying to do here is we're trying to take, onions can be quite bitter if you eat them raw. They have a bitter flavor to them. And by cooking them in this oil and browning them, you're bringing out their natural sweetness. And that really, you really can taste that in the Keema. Alright, so that's looking quite nice anyway. Maybe you'll want to go a couple tones darker, but I'm going to go ahead and add this now. So, let's go ahead and pour that in. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. That was silly. Forgot to do something there. I'm going to add some garlic and ginger paste. I always forget the garlic and ginger paste. I end up throwing it in at other times. Don't know why, just do. Okay. Cook out the rawness of that garlic and ginger paste. That's all we want to do. We just want to cook it for about 30 seconds in those onions.
Someone's already asking, will it be better with a metal spoon? But there's a reason for that,
yes,
isn't there?
We get asked that question quite often.
Metal spoon's too loud.
Yeah, I would rather be using
video.
a metal spoon right now, and that's what I do when I cook for myself when I'm not being filmed. I would use a metal spoon for this. It's much better. But it does grate on some people's nerves, so I decided just to be nice. Okay, so now I've got my meat, and it's going to go in there now. I'm just going to pour that in there.
Someone's asking, is keema what's used in meat samosas?
Yes, in fact, thanks for asking, because I'm doing meat samosas and also vegetable samosas on the live show on Monday. And I'm going to be using just this exact thing. I'm going to keep some of this for Monday, and we'll be using it for the samosas, for the meat samosas.
And Luke's asking, do we ever use ready-made garlic and ginger paste? And we certainly do, don't we?
I use it. I usually make my own just because it's easy and I can make a lot of it and I can do whatever I want with it, freeze it or whatever. But if you buy ready-made garlic and ginger paste, I really recommend getting the stuff that's frozen. So it comes in little ice cubes, and that is pure 100% garlic and ginger. And I don't like the bottled stuff. The bottled stuff seems to have kind of a weird aroma to it, like it has some kind of preservative or something in there. So I really recommend getting the stuff that's frozen if that's the route you want to go. It is quite easy though to just blend up equal amounts of garlic and ginger, then you got it.
Okay, Paul's asking where he can buy the Bible from. So.
Okay, well I've just been told a couple days ago that it was running out of stock on Amazon, and now it is out of stock on Amazon. However, although if you go to Amazon right now, it says it's not going to be in stock till I think the 10th of January, which is wrong. That's just something that happens on Amazon every now and then. They have 4,000 copies on the way to them. There's a good chance that they will be in stock tomorrow morning. That's what I've been told. And other than that, you can find them at all the major supermarkets, Morrison, Tesco.
We've just found out that Asda may have some.
Yeah, I just heard Asda. I didn't know that, but Costco. That's quite a few different places. And of course, after the lockdown's over on Tuesday or Wednesday, they'll be at Waterstones and all the other bookshops as well. So if you can see this, what I'm doing here, I'm stirring this constantly because I don't want there to be any lumps in this. I want it to be nice.
Tony is late and is asking, what did you add to the lamb mince water?
Nothing, just
it
water.
was just water,
yeah,
wasn't
just
it?
Water.
Yeah, I thought it was just water.
So I used 500 grams of minced lamb, and then I added 500 milliliters of water.
Easy answer.
Yeah. So as you can see, that's kind of becoming the sauce. This is a dry curry because you want to be able to put it over bread and everything. So it's not one that's
okay.
really,
The Bible's in Morrison's today. Someone's saying so. It looks like the supermarkets are fully stocked.
So the supermarkets are fully stocked, and Amazon will be fully stocked, hopefully within the next day or so. So there we are. I'm just gonna let that sit there and simmer. Now I would normally cover this now and just let it simmer there, just to kind of flavor the broth. Because if you cover it, it doesn't cook down as quickly. But because we're doing this live, I'm gonna leave it open so the liquid kind of evaporates away, and the meat cooks. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and add these dry spices. So I've got my 1 tablespoon of garam masala and my 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. And then to that, that's looking so good now. To that, I'm going to add this coriander and chili concoction I made, which is just 4 chilies and a big handful of coriander, cilantro, and just enough water to cover it, just so it can blend. Let's get some of that out of there. I'm just going to stir that in as well. So obviously, if you really like I said, this was a breakfast curry when I tried it. So, and it had 4 chilies in it. But if you want to make it spicier, add more chilies. You could also add some chili powder if you wanted to. But I find that if you I think you should try it just the way it is, just the way I had it, because it's really good the way it is. It's not too spicy, but it does have a bit of a bite to it. And while that's cooking there, I'm going to go ahead. I got some ghee that I melted earlier. Just put that right there. And I'm going to go ahead and cook my buns. What camera are we on?
What camera do you want to be on, Dan?
I don't mind. We'll just go ahead and we'll just go ahead and stay with
pan.
the
Stay with the pan.
Stay with the pan. Yeah. So I got my hamburger bun there, my pav, whatever you want to call it. Gonna let that ghee go all over that pan there. And we're going to start toasting these now. And this, because as you can see, I'm going to have to cook that down a little bit more because it's going to take a while. If you have any questions or anything you want to ask, even if it's not about this recipe, it could be about a recipe that I did a week ago, if you like, or anything from the books.
Someone's asking if we eat it all afterwards.
Not all of it. That'd be a bit greedy. We'll give some to our daughter.
Sometimes, if she's been good.
Yeah, give some to the neighbors. We do give a lot away to neighbors. It just wouldn't be possible to eat that much. Just let that keep cooking.
Okay, someone said they've got a bone-in lamb shoulder. I was thinking of tikka marinading the whole thing and roasting. Would that work, or is that a stupid idea? Would you cover the whole lamb shoulder in a tikka marinade?
I see no reason why not. Yeah, go ahead and come to the front camera.
Okay, right.
Yeah, so you're going to use, which curry was that?
Just, I don't think any curry was mentioned.
Just right, okay. So yeah, I mean, the thing is that all these curries can be used in different ways. So if I make a lamb curry, there's no reason why you couldn't, if I'm making a lamb shank curry, for example, in my recipe, there's no reason why you couldn't use bone-on chicken thighs, and they would cook a lot faster as well. So you can do that. That's not a problem at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
okay.
it.
I'll just keep working away here, and hopefully we have a few of you out there that are cooking along with me, so that you can try this afterwards. But if not, it is being recorded, so you can always come back to it and give it a try. I'm gonna see how these buns are doing. They look like oh yeah, they're toasting perfectly. Look at that, nice. Just gonna pick that up. Very nice there. Okay, so I'm going to put this on this plate.
So Gavin, hi Gavin, he's been on one of our courses. He's saying that he has it in Dubai, this recipe,
really?
for breakfast.
Oh,
he has it for breakfast, so and he allows himself to have it every second day. So
I could eat it every day. Every second day would be fine too. It's like I say, it's quite mild, It's not. I do like my spice, but maybe not at 8 o'clock in the morning. And so this one, it does have a hit to it. If you're watching the pan right now, you'll see that I'm just literally just kind of moving this around in the pan. Just
sorry,
to make sure
I need to go back to the pan. Sorry, it's too busy concentrating on Gavin's breakfast in Dubai.
There we are. So this is looking quite nice, and it's getting cooked down. So it's just going to take a couple more minutes, and then we'll be plating it up. One thing I do need to do is add that castor methi and also the peas. So I'm going to add these peas.
So the tikka lamb meat, they want it like the tikka starter, that we just spoke about, marinating it like a tikka starter. If you marinate the whole shoulder, do you think that would work for a tikka starter?
You need to marinate. If you're going to have it as a tikka starter, you're going to want to cut it into quite small pieces, and you also want to make sure that you marinate it for a good long time. So 48 to 70. I'm adding some castor methi here in case you're wondering. You're going to want to. So yes, you could have lamb tikka as a starter. That'd be really nice. Just make sure that you cut it into nice, even like a little bit smaller than bite-sized pieces, and marinate it so that it really tenderizes it. I just use the lamb marinade in my books. That'll work just fine. Just make sure it has yogurt in it, because dairy, so things like yogurt and cream, they are the best tenderizers out there. They're the best way to tenderize any meat, by using dairy products like that.
Okay, Barry's asking, does the lamb retain that gaminess, that lammy flavour, I suppose, or does it go away if it's simmered like this is?
You still get I don't know what you mean by the game, because I know
the kind of lamb flavour, isn't it? It's got a distinctive flavour, hasn't it?
It does have a distinctive flavour, and it still keeps that distinctive flavour. And I know it's not something you're crazy about, are you, Caroline?
A lot of people don't really like lamb.
Yeah, so you can do the same thing with beef, by the way.
Yeah, someone's asked about beef. Yeah,
you can do this with beef. That would be fine. I've done it with turkey as well. Right? It just any kind of mince, really. So that's about finished now. I just want to show you this. So we're gonna.
Going back to the main camera, Dan.
Huh?
No, right.
I'm gonna go ahead and take some of this, put it on my plate, my dinner plate. So that. Yum. You just want to take this, squeeze a little bit of lime over it. You just take it, and if you go over the main camera, I want to give it a little try just real quickly. I already added salt on the bit.
Although someone's asking about subtitles, that they've got subtitles on.
That's on
I
your
think there's a
settings.
setting because not
Yeah.
everybody has it. I know I had it on mine. I don't know how to get it off, but it's
I
suddenly
had it on mine
yeah,
once too.
yeah.
And I don't know.
And the weird subtitles, I think they're quite humorous. The way
Yeah,
the way that they.
Yeah, it'll be in your settings, and I wish I could tell you because I've had the same problem. But usually, when I have computer problems or phone problems, they just fix themselves, or my kids fix them for me. But so anyway, this is the way this is to be eaten. Is just you take a little bit of lime juice, a little bit, just squirt it on top. You can break off a little piece of this pav. It's all buttered and toasted. And just take it, and I'm not going to take a big bite.
Tina's got some turkey mince in the freezer. She's going to use that. That'd be nice and much more healthy than lamb.
Yeah.
And seasonal.
Yeah, seasonal Thanksgiving yesterday, wasn't it?
But it's Christmas in 3
That too,
weeks.
yeah. Oh, this is so gorgeous. I'm going to sit here and eat in front of you guys because it's so good.
Shall we go now?
No, I can't help it. It's really good. Anyway. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, someone's saying that subtitles are automatically generated by YouTube. So there's a technical person here, but
Right.
I don't know if it's everyone that gets them on YouTube.
'Cause
Then I don't know.
We had people saying that, and I watched it on YouTube. I didn't get them, so I don't know. Maybe it's in YouTube settings.
It's beyond our technical abilities.
Yeah, I'm not very technical. I could cook a keema. I can't work. I can't turn on a TV. Actually, can I?
No.
But yeah, I'm still working on that one. All this new technology is crazy. Anyway, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. I hope you have a really good weekend. I'm still here if you want to ask any more questions. I'd be happy to answer them. But if you want to get off and do your Friday thing, I just appreciate you showing up this whole last week. We were here all week last week. We got 2 more days of live until the lockdown is over. So, like I said, on Monday we're going to be doing samosas, and I'll be doing I'll be using this as my meat filling, and I'll be also making a vegetable filling as well. So we'll do 2 different types of samosas, and I'll just be showing you how to fold them and all that kind of stuff. We won't be doing the actually homemade stuff, but I do have a video for that if you want to know how to make homemade samosa wrappers, because they are better.
Oh, someone's asked what do you know the brand of samosas you use, but I don't think we have a favourite brand, do we?
We don't have a favourite brand.
Whatever the shop's got.
Whatever they've got, drop them. I mean, obviously, I like to make my own samosa wrappers, but it's time consuming.
You're not making them for Monday, though, are you?
No, I'm buying it. No way. It's like one of those things. It's like people making pasta, and you have to take a day to pay.
Oh, so Luke wants something on mango chutney. That's a good idea if we could do chutneys on Tuesday.
Well, I'm going to be doing, like I say, not live, but I'm going to be doing a lot of videos. So if you're on my YouTube, please subscribe, because I'm going to be doing a lot more videos that will be produced. So we are going to go and put together video 10 to 12 minute videos that are covering a recipe that might take 3 hours to make. But the live things, I've been making stuff that we can do in a live session, no problem. So yeah, I'll definitely be doing that 100%. But is that it?
Yep, that's everything.
Okay. Well, have a great weekend, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on Monday, I hope. I will be answering questions after this as well on YouTube or Facebook or wherever you happen to be watching me. So just give me a little bit of time, and I'll make sure I answer everyone's questions or anything that any other queries you might have if you remember something later. Please give this a try. I absolutely love it, and we'll see you on Monday, I hope. Thanks a lot.